Hi, Grandma. Today I'm going to be reading A Series of Unfortunate Events by Lemony Snicket, The Bad Beginning. Let's begin. Mr. Poe coughed several times in his handkerchief before continuing. I was sent here to retrieve you here and take you to my home. You'll stay for some time while we're figuring things out. I am the executor of your parents' estate. That means I will be handling the enormous fortune and figuring out where you children will go. When Violet comes of age, the fortune will be yours, but the bank will take charge of it until you are old enough. Although he said he was the executor, Violet felt like Mr. Poe was the executioner. He had simply walked down the beach to them and changed their lives forever. Come with me, Mr. Poe said, and held out his hand. In order to take it, Violet had to drop the stone she was holding. Klaus took Violet's other hand, and Sunny took Klaus's other hand. And in the manner, the three Baudelaire children, the Baudelaire orphans, were now led away from the beach in their previous lives. Chapter 2. It's useless for me to describe to you how terrible Violet, Klaus, and Sunny felt in the time that followed. If you have ever lost someone very important to you, then you already know how it feels. And if you haven't, you cannot possibly imagine it. For the Baudelaire children, it was one of course, especially terrible, because they had lost both their parents at the same time for several days, and felt so miserable they could scarcely get out of bed. Klaus found he had a little interest in books. The gears in Violet's invention's brain seemed to stop. And Sunny, who of course was too young to really understand what was going on, bit things less than usual. Of course, it didn't make things any easier that they had lost their home as well, and all of their possessions. I'm sure you know, to be in one's own room, in one's own bed, can often make a bleak station in a little better, but the beds of the Baudelaire orphans had been reduced to charred and rubber. Hope you liked it. Come back for more next Wednesday and Friday. Bye!